Oh, he suffered from ring rust. It was terrible. Bogner's going to have its first world champion. Come on. Hello, followers. Today we're going to be interviewing Iman Zahmatkesh after his emphatic win on the Queensbury promotion. Colourful background. I've seen him in the gyms, self-training for the past 8 years. He's now, against all the odds, got himself onto the Queensbury promotion, Frank Warren's team, and just having a conversation with him about everything boxing. Hello, followers, and welcome to Beyond the Ropes boxing podcast. And today we've got the man of the hour, Iman Zahmatkesh. Welcome, and thank you for joining us today at Oakley ABC.
Thanks for having me.
We just want to say congratulations on your emphatic, brutal stoppage last week. How did that feel for you?
Feel good, and my only aim is to perform well.
Yeah,
and the supporters, they were happy. I was happy.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So what I'd like to start with, what was your entry into the sport of boxing?
I used to be a kickboxer when I was in Iran. And when I left in Iran, I started boxing when I was in Germany and then here.
What age were you when you started kickboxing?
15 years old. Yeah.
Yeah? Did you have a lot of experience in that?
I won multiple national title 5 times in kickboxing and Muay Thai.
Yeah, brilliant. So 5 times national champion, yeah? And then how did the transformation into boxing happen?
When I was in Germany, I wanted to do obviously kickboxing, and there was no kickboxing club. And there was a local boxing gym. I went to the boxing club, and then I fell in love with it. And since then, I just stick to it.
Yeah, beautiful sport. You fell in love with it.
Absolutely. It's totally different with kickboxing. It's very technical, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah. So, you landed in Bognor, I met you in VK Gym, and it was like a treacherous journey, quite a difficult journey towards you getting here. Would you like to just brush on that a little bit with us?
Well, yeah. So I had to leave my country. I was a feminist activist when I was in Iran, and for threat of execution, I had to leave, and then I left. I ended up here eventually.
Yeah, we ended up here in Bognor, and I remember there was a guy, he said, "We've got someone here for sparring. He's not had any bouts." I had a heavyweight. I came down and I saw you, and I was like...
Yeah. Well, it's just coaches, isn't it? It's up to them what they say. So me as a fighter, I don't know who they put in front of me. So.
Yeah. How much boxing experience had you had when I saw that? Because you look very good. You look very natural to the sport.
Well, I hadn't had any boxing fight experience at the time. But obviously I love studying the game and learning. And I watch a lot of fights and I analyze it and I pick up on things.
Yeah, I've watched you over the years self-teach.
Because where we were at the time, again, we live in Bognor, and that was the only way going forward. So I had to study myself, and I had some good coaches on the way as well, teach me a few bits and bobs. But
I feel that we're lucky to have you here because, you mark my words, Bogner's going to have its first world champion. Yeah? So the amateurs, how did that go for you?
Well, amateurs, I've won multiple times, Southern County, and then I've been to Elite ABA at the time and now NEC, and I've been to semi-final 1 year. I lost to a guy in semi-final, and then 2 years after, I beat the same guy in a semi-final again, and I went through to final, and I basically in final I lost, and then I've been invited to go to Team GB, and I completed all the assessment there. And after that, I had an invitation to go for a camp in Germany as a part of Team England, but due to passport problem, I was unable to travel. So then I decided to turn professional.
Yeah, I basically saw you did have a few setbacks in your career. Amateur, like it's not an easy road, is it?
When you haven't got passport, it's just you haven't got goals. Basically, like especially as an amateur, your goal is to go internationally, fight internationally, and I haven't had the passport. Just recently, it was last September, I have received my passport, and so I'll be able to travel. But before then, I didn't have it. I never knew when I'm gonna get it. So, but suddenly, they accepted and they gave me the passport. That when you haven't got the passport, basically you haven't got the goal.
Yeah. I mean, big respect to you for that, because there have been times in the gym where, through no fault of your own, you did basically have your dream taken away from you. Wasn't there a period where they actually took your license, your amateur license off you and stalled your career, but you were still in the gym 3 hours per day?
Absolutely. They took my license away because they thought I got lots of boxing bouts and I haven't declared. They thought I haven't declared my bouts, but I haven't had any boxing bouts. I never had any boxing bouts, and they took my license away. And they basically club I was at the time with. They weren't trying to get my card back, so that's when I went to Heart of Portsmouth as an amateur boxer, and Q helped me really fast to get my passport, so get my boxing card and be able to fight again.
Everything was back on track. How long couldn't you box for? How long didn't you have your license?
Over 2 years, I think it was. Over
2 years?
I was training every day, as you saw yourself, but because basically I didn't have my card, I was like, okay, I'm going to get it next month. It's been 2 years I was out of the ring, yeah.
Yeah, I felt so sorry for you because, like, you were in there doing 3 to 4 hours a day, and I was just like, I don't know where this is going, and I was worried, but it all worked out for you in the end, so big respect for that, man,
Yeah, the aim is to don't give up and keep on pushing, and that's what I've done. And that's what I want everyone else out there to do as well. Keep on pursuing your dream and pushing forward.
Yeah, because you have to make sacrifices as well, and keep focused.
Nothing comes easy, absolutely.
So you must have had your eye on the prize and nothing else.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Then after that, you've gone on to now win a big contract with Queensbury, with Frank Warren. How does that feel? Because that's the main goal that everyone wants.
It's a perfect team. If you want, they will help you to achieve your dream. So they will help me. They will guide me, and they made lots of world champion in the past. They know the process, how it works. I believe that I'm in the right hand, and they are one of the best promoters in the world. Yeah,
I would definitely say that. I would say, like, I would give it 10 months, and I believe you'll have a strap around your belt.
Absolutely, that's the game plan, and that's what we're aiming for.
Okay, so who's your team at the moment? Who's your training team that you have at the moment?
At the moment, my training team, I'm training with James and one of my good friend, local friend, Steve in Littlehampton, Archie ABC, and yourself, part of the game as well, like allowing me to use the facility. And when sometimes I had a sparring, I didn't have a ring, and I had to use this exact ring, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, James Cook has been around a long time, and obviously, like, to me, it doesn't feel like we're helping you, you know what I mean? It's here, like, for people like you to do what you got to do.
Yeah, James is great. He's got good experience, and I'm so grateful for having lovely people in Bogna like yourself and others.
Yeah, and we're glad to have you because obviously, like I say again, Bogna's going to have its first world champion. Come on.
Thank you.
So, have you got any guys on your radar that you look at in the cruiserweight division that you're going to be paying a visit?
No one in particular. My aim is to win the title, English, British, European, world champion. Whoever has the belt at the time, I will aim for them.
Anybody can get it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant. That's great. So what is your main motivation that got you through those hard times when everything was looking a bit gloomy?
Oh, this is a good question, actually. Well, I don't know how to express it, how to say it. Well, when I was a feminist activist in Iran, they tried to make out to the public that I was a bad person. They handcuffed me to a truck. They paraded me around the city. And they said lots of false accusation about me. But people, they knew me. And always the sport being a way, prove myself and show that they are wrong. When I was there, I became champion. And that's been a motivation for me all the way along, to prove that my government, that they are wrong. And I'm not the bad person they say. All I want is the right for women, what to want to wear and what they want to do. It's up to them. It's not up to anyone decide what someone should wear or not.
That is a great cause. Yeah? Freedom for the people of Iran.
Absolutely. Liberty, freedom for people, women, especially women of Iran. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's your motivation.
Absolutely. Yes, because they tried to bring me down and I had to prove myself to the people.
Well, I can guarantee that, that is deep in your heart. You just haven't stopped, and you've done things that people who have had all the opportunities, they've had the opportunities, but they haven't been able to do. And you've done it, the hard way. Now you're in the right hands.
I was actually talking to my family the other time, and I said to them, this is the only stage of my life. I was actually talking to my girlfriend. I said, this is the only stage of my life that I haven't had a problem and there's nothing on my way. And I can just keep on pushing forward. I got my passport. I haven't got any issue and I can pursue my dream.
And that showed in your performance last Saturday.
Yeah, that's just the start.
Yeah.
Many more to come.
Many more to come. Brilliant. So you've got fully focus on your boxing. Yeah. Are you training locally or are you traveling up to London at the moment?
I travel to London a few times a week and train locally the rest of it, really.
Do you have problems getting sparring partners?
It is hard. I have to travel again to London and there's not many local boxes. So yeah, it's always been hard, but I have to travel to get sparring. So yeah.
Yeah. Travel up to London, got plenty of sparring up there. Okay. Back to the next stage of what you're going to do with your team and everything. You've got television straight away. How does that feel?
Feels good, so I can show myself from the beginning of my career to people, and people can follow a boxer from the start.
How are you getting on with Frank Warren, and how do you find him?
Well, Frank is a lovely guy, and I had a few times chat with him, and yeah, we get along well.
Yeah, he's the man. He is the man to steer people to the world titles, because everybody's like, there's quite a few of you guys in that stable who have got straps at the moment. I just can't wait for you to get yours.
Absolutely can't wait.
So a lot of the kids in the gym, they look up to you in my gym and at Archie's and that. Have you noticed anything different since the other week? Have they been coming up to you and saying funny things?
They are lovely kids, and every now and then I see them, I show them some bits. They are really grateful, and that's all about developing the boxing around here and helping them. So whenever I see and I can help, I always will.
You let them see that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve. So big respect for that.
Absolutely. If you put your mind into it, you can achieve whatever you want. Yeah.
So future dates. Got any future dates lined up?
Well, I was talking to my manager yesterday. Hopefully, they said next 6 weeks I will be out again, and waiting for confirmation, the exact date. So I haven't got anything yet, but hopefully in the next 6 weeks I should have a fight date.
In the next 6 weeks, you're going to be busy, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. If you could go out every 6 weeks, wouldn't that be great?
That would be great, because I've been inactive for 1.5, 2 years, 2 years, and that was my first fight after 2 years.
I know, he suffered from ring rust. It was terrible.
Yes, yeah. I mean, like, still, you can always perform better and better. I mean, like, couldn't have gone any better than that first round knockout win. But we can just all the time. I want to get better opponent and keep on progressing on my boxing.
Yeah. Each step is a little step. It doesn't matter. And the next one, in the end, you'll find someone that you'll be able to get a little bit more to ring time with, but you can only beat what's in front of you.
Yes, that's correct.
Right. So currently, obviously, you're after some sponsors, local business.
Absolutely. This journey, just doing it by myself, is hard. You always need sponsors to help you to develop. And obviously, I need a sponsor because I do lots of traveling to London and it's lots of cost is out there. And I want to focus on training mainly because I do work and I do train as well 3 times a day. So it is difficult. Having a sponsor, having a local business behind you, it will make the journey easiest.
So anybody out there who knows me who's with big businesses doing well, get behind this guy because trust me, he is the real deal.
I won't let them down. I'm going to keep on going, keep on progressing. That's the main goal.
I've watched him do it for the last 8 years. He's serious.
Absolutely. You know that.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on here today. And I just want to say best of luck for the future and keep doing what you're doing because you're an amazing person.
It's been a pleasure talking to you and it's been great. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right.
I would like to say thank you to everyone who came all the way to York Hall to support me. It means the world to me, and I really appreciate every single one of you spending your hard-earning money, traveling all the way to London to support me. It means the world to me. Thank you.